to be a coconut farmer. If he was running a bakery, you are likely to try to run a bakery, and if he was a football player, there's every likelihood that some people from the family would go that way. I do not think that they do that because they think that they have any special entitlement to that which they then aspire.
Uhuru Kenyatta did not decide to be the son of Jomo Kenyatta, and he's entitled to contest for the presidency. The bottom line is Kenyans are the ones to decide who becomes their next leader, and if Uhuru Kenyatta has offered himself and is elected to become the president of Kenya, we can't talk about the sense of entitlement because Kenyans will have elected him. So that issue of whether he's a sense of entitlement because his father was a president is neither here or there. The fact is he has the resources and he has a political constituency and is qualified to be the Kenyan president. It's up to Kenyans to decide whether they're going to elect him or not.
As Venezuelans prepare to vote in Sunday's presidential election following the death of President Hugo Chavez, we look back on his legacy through the lenses of a renowned Australian journalist and filmmaker John Pilger in this moving documentary entitled War on Democracy.
The film is about the struggle of people to free themselves from a modern form of slavery. Richard Nixon, President of the United States, once said of Latin America, "People don't give a shit about the place." He was wrong. The grand design of the United States as a modern empire was drawn on the hopes of an entire continent known contemptuously as the backyard. The extraordinary witnesses in this film describe a world not as American presidents like to see it, as useful or expendable. They describe the power of courage and humanity among people with next to nothing. They reclaim noble words like democracy, freedom, liberation, justice, and in doing so, they are defending the most basic human rights of all of us in a war being waged against all of us. This is Caracas, capital of Venezuela, one of the richest countries in Latin America, thanks to huge deposits of oil. The rich in Venezuela live in leafy suburbs with names like Country Club. Their spiritual homes are Miami and Washington. The majority live in what are known as barrios, on hillsides in breeze block houses that defy gravity. In the past, these people have been invisible, excluded from their own society. Today, they display the confidence of those who know an extraordinary change has come to their lives. This is Hugo Chavez, President of Venezuela, the voice of the barrios. Chavez and his supporters have won 10 elections in 8 years. He's the symbol of an awakening of people power, driven by great popular movements that are unique to Latin America.
Se acabó el caciquismo de aquellos caudillos adentro, esa falsa democracia de las élites en Venezuela se acabó.
It's no surprise that Chavez, with the help of an aggressive media coverage, has become a hate figure in the United States. Because what he represents is another way, and a threat to American domination.
All right, now, Hugo Chavez, the criminal, speaking of criminal, government of Venezuela, offering... The criminal? The criminal. It's a criminal government.
In my opinion, in the opinion of a lot of people in our government, Hugo Chavez represents an extreme threat not only to our nation, but to our hemisphere.
He should have been killed a long time
By
ago.
whom?
And anyone who believes other, by anyone.
¿No hay café por ahí?
Absolutely.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Yes, yes.
Era una de mis lecciones de inglés de secundaria. Do you want a cup of coffee? Do you want a glass of milk? Do you want a glass of water? English lesson 1. Yo nací en un hogar muy pobre, de campesinos, ¿no? Y me tocó vivir la pobreza. Yo fui un niño pobre, de pie descalzo. Mi padre maestro de escuelas rurales, mi madre también. Es una abuela hermosa, india, que me llenó de amor. Mi abuela me enseñó mucho y aprendí de ella la solidaridad con los demás, el compartir el pan, aun cuando poco con el otro. Entonces me fui al ejército, a la academia militar, me hice soldado y ahí me conseguí con Bolívar. Empecé a dar cuenta de la verdad.
Simon Bolivar is venerated in Latin America as the liberator from Spanish colonialism. Bolivar believed that freedom only came when people united against all invaders, no matter their disguise. Today, the people of Latin America are again rising up against an empire built on an extreme form of capitalism known as the Washington Consensus. Whole countries have been privatized, up for sale, their natural wealth sold to foreign companies for peanuts. In Venezuela, they've said, no more.
That's Weekend Spectrum this week. Thanks for watching and have a pleasant weekend. My name is Ibrahim Balde. Join us next weekend for a brand new edition of the program.